barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I just watched Mike on Sports video, and I'm gonna just tell you what I know from COVID. I'm gonna tell you guys what I know about Jaron Boots Ennis, because I was on the phone, not with Team Ennis, but with the higher ups. And I'm gonna tell you this. And I would speculate that Team Ennis knows this by now. It's 2023. I don't know if they knew it during COVID, but I would believe they have to know now. One, Steven Espinoza knows Al Heyman is not giving him none of his fighters. They know it. It's 100. It's a fact. It's been said. I've heard it from PBC. And in case you didn't know, Team Ennis, you're not getting none of those fighters. Okay? So when they say Keith Thurman didn't want to fight me, Keith Thurman was never offered to fight, man. They say what they want. They'll tell you, see, you got to understand something, Team Ennis, that they're negotiating both sides. So if they tell you, oh, Keith Thurman won't take the fight, he wants $10 million, he's not offered the fight. You know what I mean? He said, how can he say he's offered the fight when he says, no, we're going to give you Mario Barrios. No, we're going to give you Earl Spence next. Why would he even entertain Jaron Boots Ennis? So you got to understand it's what's they say, controlled opposition when you're dealing with Showtime and PBC. And guess what? You're loyal to Showtime when you're a POW of Showtime. You're a prisoner of war. You are POBW, a prisoner of boxing war. And they're going to hold on to your talent. And here's what's going to happen again. Steven Espinoza is going to block any fight. Any fight. Listen to what I'm saying. Steven Espinoza will block any fight that will put you in a 50-50 position. You are his only jewel. Take it how you want. Do what you want with it. And I've said this before. They doing you the same way they do Jamal Charlo, man. Jamal Charlo was the carrot for Canelo. And it's not that no one will fight you. They're not going to pay for it. Simple as that. And you better consult with Cameron Duncan so they can tell you the truth. But you're being like swayed. You're like on a seesaw right now. It's too many conversations. Like I said, this is. I didn't even watch boxing last night. I went to a high school basketball game with Lincoln. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all Instagram, y'all DM me the results of the fight, I have no burning desire, excuse me. A desire is still there, but no burning desire where I'm like, I'm going to watch boxing. No desire, because it seemed like everybody in PBC is like TMZ. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's fighting. You know what I mean? Devin Haney's fighting Lomachenko, and which is a huge fight. We have no huge fights on PBC. We have competitive fights. Sure, we got competitive fights. Yeah, we have fights of interest, but none of the fights we want. So, and it is what it is. So y'all go ahead and believe what you want to believe. I know the truth. I've known this for, man. When did I interview Cameron Duncan? So after I interviewed Cameron Duncan, I learned all of this. Whatever date that is on the Cameron Duncan is when I called around and got information. But the truth be told is Steven Espinoza will never put you into a fight that he believes you have a chance at losing and or has to pay for. I'm watching the game, watching the Laker game. That's why I'm slightly distracted in this video. But you do what you want, man. You can be a prisoner of war if you want to. But I'm going to tell you one thing. No one will have power of attorney over my child. No one. Not a damn soul. Not a damn soul. And that's the problem that we have. We have all these proud fathers in boxing, but they're not paying for their fighters. They're not paying for their kids to fight. What the hell you need Showtime for? Make money off the gate. Pay your opponent $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Stay busy and monetize that Philadelphia tri-state area market. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me, and this ain't slight on what they're doing, but you're not operating at 100%. Ain't no way in hell I got a talent like Jaron Ennis and I'm waiting on some money or permission from Steven Espinoza. You're loyal to who? You're supposed to be. Listen, Mr. Ennis, I'm gonna say this as honestly as you hear my children playing in the background in this big old mansion that I have, in this big old office that I'm doing this video in, with a grand piano to my right, which would be to your left. Big old grand cram, $30,000. Yeah, I'm bragging. Showtime is more valuable than the potential and the future of your son. You're loyal to Showtime. You better be loyal to Jaron Ennis. Because this boxing game is going to eat you up and spit you out and make you wait. And guess how many times you're going to fight this year? Well, January is like that funny month. You know, when you fight in December and when you fight in January, it's like that funny month. So you fought once last year, so you're probably going to fight twice this year, right? And that's just the reality of this. When you're a young talent, man, you better stay busy. You know how you're going to prove people are afraid to fight you? By you keep on fighting, making a name for yourself. You better stay active, man. Fighters fight. The same message I did a video on Earl Spence. Y'all too busy waiting. Fred don't wait for nobody. I do my own films. I do my own books. I built my own business. Built this house to a degree. I ain't waiting on nobody. Y'all too busy waiting. You better be loyal to your son. And this ain't no attack, because I like Bozy Ennis. I haven't heard his interviews in a long time because now they starting to sound, it's like TMZ. So I'll be honest, Steven Espinoza's interview, that's probably the last interview that I watched in its entirety. Because it's like TMZ. Nobody's fighting. Go. You know what you're going to do? You're going to wait for someone to pay you to go take your money, to excavate the money out of Philadelphia. They're going to pay you something, so they're using you to take the money out of Philadelphia. Weren't you born and bred in Philadelphia, third generation fighter or third fighter in your family? I have a shirt that I bought at the J-Rock fight. Ennis, Fulton, J-Rock, and Garcia. I have that on my shirt. I bought it. So why don't y'all, the brotherly love, why don't y'all create a promotional company called the Four Brothers? Four brothers. It's a Muslim city. I don't know. I'm just full of ideas. You know what I mean? I'm just full of genius ideas that can help people, you know? But anyways, man, y'all have a great time. Jaron Ennis, don't wait for nobody. Go get your own fights in Philadelphia. You waiting on somebody to give Steven Espinoza permission for your child? I'm just saying. Lincoln ain't waiting on nobody. Kennedy ain't waiting on nobody. I'll tell you a true story so you guys can understand my mindset. We went to a recital and we had a keyboard. Since I showed you the piano, we had a keyboard at the time at our old house that we sold for $1.7 million. You always talk about money because I want to. Just like Jaron Ennis those punches, he earned it, right? This is what making money is my boxing ring. We was playing the keyboard, right? And this is how I'm not waiting for nobody. Ooh. We went to our first recital. The recitals are on a grand piano. Dre says, We can't, if they're gonna do their recitals on the grand piano, the kids got to play on the grand piano. So we bought our own grand piano. And guess what we did during COVID? We had our own recitals. We didn't wait for nobody. Nah. And now we had our first recital a couple months ago, but we do our own recitals. I turned down, as you guys saw on my Instagram, I turned down $1,750,000. I said, nah, I don't want your money. I'm going to spend my own money and do my own films. The 2 films I did during COVID. I could have got money from networks to do these films. I'm well connected. I didn't. I produced, I directed, I wrote, I paid for it. I casted, everything, because I wanted to. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Jaron, Ennis, somebody better take charge of your team, because you waiting on Showtime to get what? Another marginal opponent? You done fought 6 marginal opponents in a row. Guess what? You could have paid for that opponent yourself. And ticket to Philadelphia, small arena, 5,000 seat arena, and you could have made all the money. You fought the same opponent the last 6 fights. Different name, same type of opponent. You're going to win 12. You ain't lost a round. Shit, I don't even remember. You might have lost a round on Showbox. You ain't lost a lot. You might have lost a round on Friday, but I've never seen you lose a round on Saturday. Barbershop conversations, man. Y'all sitting there waiting on a white man, and I don't understand it, man. Y'all waiting for permission. Y'all waiting for permission. I know this is the uncomfortable truth. I'm gone. Peace.